Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mariella, and this is my channel, Mariella's This and That. I'd like to bring you all along today why we make this quick entree. It is called jalapeno popper chicken. So let's get started. What you need to do is first you need to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Then you're going to take almost forgot. You're going to take, the recipe calls for 2.5 to 3 pounds of chicken. So I'm going to like half this recipe. So you're going to take your chicken and you're going to put it in the pan. I have soapy bleach water in my kitchen sink. So I had to wash my hands since I picked up the chicken. To the chicken, you want to season with some garlic powder. I'm sorry. Then you're going to take if you do the whole recipe, you need the whole 8 ounce of cream cheese. Because I'm doing half the recipe, I'm only going to use 4 ounces of cream cheese. But you want to take your cream cheese, room temperature, and you want to spread it across your chicken. These are some fat chicken breasts. I probably should have cut them in half. And another thing I was thinking was you could make this into a dip. If you had shredded chicken, leftover shredded chicken, then this would be really good. Next, after the cream cheese, you want to take your jalapeno peppers and put them on top. If you want to leave the seeds in, go ahead and leave the seeds in. I don't want to, so I took them out. For a full recipe, it says you will need 6 to 8 I did a half a recipe and I have 3 peppers here, and I really think this is a lot of peppers. I guess it would determine the size of your peppers. Then you take your shredded sharp cheddar and you put it on top. The recipe calls for 8 ounces. I'm using 4 ounces, which I think is still going to be a lot of cheese. And that's it. Now you put it in the oven and you bake it for 40 to 45 minutes. And then when we take it out, we'll top it with some bacon and bake it longer. So guys, you know the holidays are coming up in about a week and a half or a week. Thanksgiving will be here. I want y'all to know, I used to stress really bad over the holidays. I was the one that had to cook. I had to cook for everybody, and after my mom got sick and stuff. And I just wanted to make sure everything was perfect and everybody liked the food and all that. I have learned, don't stress. Do not stress over these holidays. If people don't like what you make, they don't have to eat it. If they come to your house, make it a potluck. So you're not the one cooking everything. Make it a potluck and, have everybody else bring side dishes and you make the turkey or the ham or whatever you're making. So, don't stress. The holidays are bad enough without stressing over making sure things are done at a certain time and all that. My mom used to cook. Because my mom cooked for her family. And on holidays, she would start on Monday or Tuesday. Normally Monday. She would start and she would start making pie crust. And she would make at least 12 to 15 pies. And so she would start making pie crust on Monday. Normally Monday was nothing but pie crust day. Tuesday was starting to bake the pies. Then on Wednesday, we would do all the prep work for all the dressing. Because my mom didn't buy, the bags of stuffing mix and stuff like that. No, she bought loaves of bread, and I got to sit at the table and toast 4 and 5 loaves of bread to make sure that we had enough stuffing to feed everybody. And we would dice up the onions and the celery and, do all the prep work. Then and she made sure that all of her pies were done. Then on Thursday, Thanksgiving, she would get up in the middle of the night because we were feeding so many people, she would always cook 2 turkeys and 2 hams. So she would get up in the middle of the night and start cooking. Start cooking the turkeys and start cooking the hams. And, people would say, well, what time are we eating? Oh, and she always made homemade dinner rolls too. And when people would come and ask, what time are we eating? She'd look at them and she'd say, when it gets done, that's what time we're eating. There ain't no set time to eat in this house. It's whenever it all gets done. And, that's kind of how I feel. Don't stress yourself out by saying, we're having dinner at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Take your time. Eat whenever. It's not, everybody stresses over making everything perfect and everything. And then we had so many people. And then, it's just, now, this year, my cousin invited me over to her house. I don't know if I'm going or not. But it's just funny how you can go from a house full of people to one person. But just remember, keep the stress level down. Don't stress out over everything. And no one says you have to have dinner at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can have it whenever the food gets done. So I'll bring you guys back when the chicken gets done cooking. Okay, guys. It's been 45 minutes and I just checked the temperature. And it's at 165. So you want to take it out. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to take your bacon, your crumbled up bacon, and you want to put it on top of your cheese and your chicken. And like I said, this would probably be really good if you had like leftover rotisserie chicken and it was shredded and you made it into a dip. Say like football was coming on and you wanted to have a snack. For football. So now what you want to do is you want to put it back in the oven for about 5 more minutes. So are you guys staying home for Thanksgiving and cooking, or are you going someplace? If you're going someplace, maybe you could call the host and see if there was something you could bring. Like maybe even an appetizer. You could take an appetizer or a dessert or a side dish. Just give them a helping hand. And if you're the one doing the cooking, maybe you could call the people that are coming to your house and say, hey, You want to bring a dessert? You want to bring an appetizer or a side dish, or, you know, just offer them the opportunity to help you out. So that way you're not doing it all. Sometimes we have to swallow our pride and realize stress is not worth trying to prove we can do it all. I'll bring you guys back when it comes out of the oven. Okay guys, we're back. It's time to take it out of the oven. Oven off. And here you go. Jalapeno popper chicken. And this is what's for dinner. Like I said, you could probably use shredded chicken or even leftover turkey after Thanksgiving and make this, and it would give you a totally different thing to use your leftover turkey for. So let's turn around here and give it a try. We got a bite with everything on it. The bacon, the cheese, the cream cheese, the jalapenos, the chicken. That is really good. I want to thank you all for watching. The recipe for this will be in the description box. Remember to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and remember, don't let anybody steal your sunshine or your smile. Have a good day. Bye-bye.